we'll
Oh,
continue next week.
there you go. It's back up. There you go.
Is it?
It's back up here.
Okay. Trying to finish my thought. I don't know how much you heard, but just something like that. Can I pray for you? Would do fine. And I was going to use an analogy. If you ever saw a boxing match, you'll see some guys where they're punching each other, and before the ref comes in and separates them, uh, what you
Sorry.
have is the referee coming inside and breaking them up. But before they get broken up, they punch on the little side jobs. Doesn't look like much, but you take 12 rounds of those little punches on the side, and it will affect you.
Yeah.
So if all you have to say to your patient is, "Can I pray for you? How you doing? God bless you." I mean, you insert some God in there somehow, you're going to get your point across. So hope that helps.
Yep. And again, because it reset the chat thing. So hold on, I can go back over here and look. Wow, buffered, stopped, froze, died, buffering. I got okay. Well, anyway, you just had some commentary like Gabriel Riveros was saying, hey, he loves you, brother. Appreciate preaching me down in Texas. It wasn't too many comments. It was more, a lot of people were talking to themselves, going back and forth. And if you want to address it, maybe there was an argument about whether we're still sinners or not. The question is, why didn't Dave Wilkerson just say, hey, yes, I sin? And then somebody said, well, if you live in sin, if you're a sinner, then you're not saved. And there was a little discussion about that going on.
Yeah, well, we bump into that quite a bit, and we are saints, not sinners. When the epistles were being recorded, it says saints, so we should be identified with saints, not sinners. It's one thing for a person to get up in the morning and not expect sin and sin. He can always confess that sin. But a person who lives in sin,
Yeah.
he's a different animal. And David, I think, was kind of cautious as to how to respond, because if he said, "No, I don't sin," that'll really make these guys smoke marijuana. So I think he handled it the best he could based on, he just wanted to interview these guys, but I don't believe a saint should live in sin. I think that when he does, he will not go to heaven. That's my raw understanding. And whether they were saved, whether they lost their salvation, that's irrelevant. All I can tell you is this guy is not going to heaven.
Right. Ruben Israel, I've been seeing lately about levels, degrees of salvation, and rewards in heaven. I'm a bit confused.
Well, there aren't rewards of salvation. Either you're saved or you're not. That's There's no argument there.
Right.
Either you've repented for your sin, you believe what Jesus Christ did on the cross, you believe that he rose from the dead on the third day, and as evidence of your repentance and belief in God, you are a different individual. You are hence born again. You're a new creature. You think differently, you walk differently, you look at things differently. So that there's no scale on that.
Yeah.
That should be there. But as far as rewards in heaven, yeah, the Bible is pretty clear about that. It says set up rewards in heaven. So don't assume you're going to be a millionaire in heaven. How God figures all that out is beyond our pay scale.
Yep.
But the Bible does make it very clear to set rewards in heaven. However that gets determined, that's what he's talking about. So there are degrees of people in heaven. Some are going to shine a little bit lighter with much more brighter light than maybe somebody else that just slid in. Maybe somebody that just went to church. Yeah, that person could still be saved, but he wasn't very active in his Christianity. He just went to church.
Yeah.
So, but as far as salvation, brother, there are no degrees. Either you're in or you're out.
Any other questions? Especially relates to, I mean, hey, you know, Ruben, sometimes when you get a topic that most people agree on, you don't get a lot of questions. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but, you know, again, like you said, we were out there preaching at the bar, and the drunkards, the people that were in line to go, you know, go sin, were telling us that getting drunk is no different than, you know, telling a white lie. It's no different than, I don't know, eating pork is what they said. But, you know, the one takeaway too, Ruben, is, and I think you even said it really speaks volumes, is all those Christians, right? Everybody there, I'm a Christian, I love Jesus, couldn't give us one